Alright, so this time we're forcing Umbruk. We are going to grab whatever cards will force us into Umbruk as soon as possible, and we're going to win because it's Christmas. Okay? These cards both kind of suck. When they gain health or gain us some health. I guess this card's fine. Alright, we'll take a Leyline Tyrant. Alright, let's grab him by the Umbruk. Grab him right by the Umbruk. And then we'll take maybe the worst card in this pack as well, Tigran Nomad. Maybe it'll function as an interesting underdrop. But we're Umbruk, baby. Merry Christmas to all. Flamestoke Shaman and Warbringer Uranti are both definitely the best cards here. We'll just go Warbringer Uranti. I think. Though Flamestoke Shaman, we can make some interesting things happen. Flamestoke is good with Hive Empress. Warbringer Uranti is just good. I'll take Flamestoke. It's at least different. Grab Ursine's Strength, I think, here over Deepwood Bear Rider. And I'll grab another Ursine's Strength, I think. Yeah, I don't really like Stag. Oh, wait. Gains health on their turn. Damn. So Spirit Bloom Dryad, Leyline Tyrant is not a combo. Flamestoke is also good with Razortooth. That is a good point. Stout Hide, Stegodon, Umbruk Glider. I'll just take Stegodon here. Stegodon's good with Ursine's Strengths, and it's good to have some creatures with this stat line, the 4/7. Go Torrent Soldier. I think it's a little bit stronger than Warbringer Uranti. Grove Matriarch's a reasonable card too, but Warbringer Uranti would be the next best card in that pack. Grove Huntress or Ashurian Mystic? I think Ashurian Mystic works. We don't have any Hive Empresses yet, but getting some good aggressive cards is really good with Hive Empress. Then we have the choice for Razortooth Stalker or Venom Fang. Wow. Not sure I've ever had to make that one before. Razortooth Stalker, probably second best 10-piece common. However, I think it's going to have to be Venom Fang, right? That card is just so strong. We do get a little bit of a reprieve from Venom Fang in this color combination, but because we have, like, Magma Hounds and Borean Stormweavers. But in reality, the fact that you have Borean Stormweavers and Magma Hounds just makes Venom Fang that much better. Because having multiple ping effects add up, and then you're able to kind of deal with whatever you want or need to. Guess we take Ghost Scale. They're about the same card, really, but Ghost Scale potentially does a little bit more. Torrent Soldier, Warbringer Uranti, Burnout. I'll take another Torrent Soldier. Like I said, the more ping, the merrier. And I think I'll take Stonefist over Flamestoke here. Flamestoke's cool. One thing I do really like to do with Flamestoke is activate a second Flamestoke. That's kind of cool. This deck's like reasonably aggressive, but not incredibly so. Yeah, this card's cooler. Let's take it. Frost Shatter Strike, I think we will want to take here. Or we could take a Fangwood Bear. Fangwood Bear is actually just a solid creature. Frost Shatter Strike is one of the better spells. I'll take Fangwood Bear. We kind of need some beef. Venom Fang, we will snap that off. That is our second Venom Fang. Frost Fang Maiden. That is a pretty cool one. I don't think we have any other mobility so far. We do have some cards with wings. But yeah, this is our first mobility card, but it is still a really good one. And this is definitely a card, Frost Fang Maiden, where things like Venom Fang start adding up. Whenever the enemy player gains health, we don't really want that. If they gain health, they're never gonna... If we punish them for gaining health, they're never gonna play into our Leyline Tyrant. I think we'll go Roaming Warclaw here. Frost Shatter Strike also pretty good, but Roaming Warclaw I think is a fine card to level. Borean Stormweaver is obviously always the pick, so we will snap that off. Cinder Colossus is just fine. I think I'm going to go Stampeding Mongosaur. We've got a lot of ways to trigger Raid, and the Raid isn't the best. It's not as good as the other one, but it is still a 6/6, so that's pretty good. Take Bright Tusk Sower or Tangle Sprout. I'll take Tangle Sprout. Alright, this is a legend. What does it do? Each friendly creature battles an additional time. How does this work with Raid? Probably works. If you have 3 creatures battle. I mean, we're going to take it. I'm just curious. 3 or more friendly creatures. I have no idea how Call the Lightning works with Raid. If anybody in the chat is familiar, let me know. We're going to take it just because it is a legend. But, yeah, not so sure. Then I think I'm going to take a Razortooth Stalker over Grove Huntress here. Leaves us with no Grove Huntresses in the deck, but we also don't have any Razortooth Stalkers, at least I don't think. Alright, doesn't work with Raid. I didn't think it would, but... yeah, some decent cards in this pack, though. The Razortooth Stalker is also good with... We got the one Mobility Lord, Frostfang Maiden. I think we just take all the Flamestoke Shamans we see and just see how many times we can use them to activate each other. Call the Lightning does combo with Razortooth Stalker and Ashurian Mystic, so that is also good to know. Wind Primordial for the damage push, Volcanic Giant for the damage push. I'll take Wind Primordial. And Ferocious Roar. That seems like a pretty sweet one to add to our deck here. And, well, I don't think we want to take Grapplevine, so we'll take Cragwalker. Wirewood Ranger or Swamp Moss Lurker. Ranger seems sweet. Then we've got a dog, and we've got Negate Defender. We didn't take any defenders, and a dog is a welcome addition to the pack. Don't think I love Phytobomb here. We can Phytobomb Roar, but that doesn't do that much for us. I guess we'll take Chiselhearth Archer. Phytobomb Roar is kind of sweet, but this card's just more likely to be relevant, I think. Zephyr Mage for the mobility. That seems cool. And Flame Rift Instigator with no defenders, so we will grab a Shimmerfang Serpent. Alright, this deck looks sweet. Merry Christmas. Phyto Call the Lightning, also not really a combo. It's good if you Phyto and then Roar, and then next turn Call the Lightning and Stampeding Mongosaur. I would have actually considered Phytobomb if we had actually grabbed a Hive Empress, but because we don't have the Hive Empress, we're not going to do that. Yeah, so this deck is like mostly beatdown, though we did also grab a Stormweaver and a Wirewood Patriarch. We took the 6/3s pretty aggressively, and definitely more aggressively than I would recommend, but they're still sweet. So, like, here we're not going to play the most beatdowny hand that we can, which would potentially be like Razortooth Stalker, Ferocious Roar, or some crazy shit. Well, I kind of wanted to play Torrent Soldier here, but Stampeding Mongosaur actually deals with Palladium Pulse Mage, which is a pretty tough thing to grab otherwise. We'll deal 2 damage on our turn and then 2 damage on their turn and then 6 damage on our turn. That is a really good play, Dejure, if we could set that up. Yeah, Phyto 3 does actually work with Call the Lightning. So if we don't take this out now, we're hoping to draw a Venom Fang to deal with it, or a Tangle Sprout. And I'm not going to play Cragwalker. Yeah, this actually seems kind of reasonable. It's a little weird. Normally you don't block Palladium Pulse Mage, but with a 6/6 you actually can. So we'll try that. Then we get to stalk up and play a bunch of Flamestoke Shamans that might do some weird shit next turn. Electronet. That's no fun. And we didn't grab any Warbringer Urantes, I don't think. Yeah, grabbed a Ursign Strength, and Call the Lightning 2 will work. So maybe if we can keep this guy around for 16 billion more turns. Alright, well that's unfortunate. And nothing we can do against that. They are just going to trade off here, though, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We will get in for some damage here, and then I'll just play 2 Flamestokes on the side lanes. And we'll see what we can make of that. What, did I have the Tigrin in my hand? Yeah. Yeah, this guy's, like, it doesn't even, it looks like an idiot, even, too. It's like a girl. I guess this is a guy, though. And then it transforms into something that doesn't even look like a cat. I guess it's a cat. I don't know. This looks like a... I guess it kind of looks like a panther. This one also barely looks like a cat. This is more like elfy. You've lost to the Tigrin before. We got Venom Fang and dogs. Ooh, we can also make some weird shit happen here. So we can activate Flamestoke off of Flamestoke. That's a play. We can activate Zephyr Mage, which can move this guy out. That's a play. We can just play Magma Hound and Venom Fang and just kill off our opponent's creatures with effects. Those Zephyr Mage and Flamestoke are the... I guess we do have to play one of either Magma Hound or Venom Fang. And if we play Zephyr Mage, it's got to go here. So we can move that out. Alright, weird. So we go... Yeah. We'll go Zephyr Mage. We'll activate it. We'll give this guy 1 mobility. Throw him here. I'll go Venom Fang, replace. Poisoning off this and activating Venom Fang. The very least, that was an interesting play, yes? Yeah, if this card was like a 10-4, I mean, that certainly puts it... Like, if this was the level 1, it would be better than, like, Swamp Moss Lurker, which is, like, a reasonable underdrop. But, you're still going to look at how it levels. If it just levels into, like, a 12-16, the level 3s that just trade with level 1s aren't great. But they are some damages. Alright, so we trade off boards here. We've got... Still don't know how I'm dealing with this 6-8, so I'm probably just not... Oops. I was trying to play on the wrong screen there. Put Borean Stormweaver here, Frostfang Maiden here. Frostfang can trade with Batterbot if we get to move it, and then Borean Stormweaver can finish off Nexus Overwatch. So even with our hard beatdown deck, air quotes, our opponent has dealt a lot more damage to us. That one's unfortunate. And that's not great as well. You know what? Asurian Mystic won't be great because it'll be our only target for their Palladium Pulse Mage. So what else could we do? If we are assigned Strength this... We'd have to go Strength and Roar to take out the Pulse Mage, which that would be bad. 9, 10, 11, yeah, 12, 13. We don't want to do that. But we can leave the Pulse Mage so that it's dead. No, probably wouldn't be dead to that either. Alright, well I think I go like this. This. Yeah, my opponent will take 9, and then they'll take 1, and then it dies off to my Stormweaver ping. That's fine. I think that's actually fine. Pumping itself. Alright, let's finish this off. I think I'm going to trade Shimmerfang Serpent here, and then Flamestoke open lane. My other play would be trade Flamestoke here, and then Shimmerfang here. But I think I want the Flamestoke to stick around for a second here. So, we'll go for this. Do I need center lane? No, I don't. Do they have a center lane card? They do. So I guess we... I can't really put it here, can I? Nope, it's gotta go here. Alright, we got Flamestoke, Razortooth Stalker. So that's part of our combo. We can make this guy real big. See what else happens. We can activate it here and then move over and attack with it right here. They're going to give the armor to that so that it sticks around for a little while longer. Just a little while longer. Little while longer. We're going pretty risky here. But gotta risk it for the Christmas, as they say. These plays are probably horrible, but this will die. This gets finished off by a level 1 creature, maybe eventually. Looks like not. Looks like it'll get positive battled by a level 2 creature, but that's still also kind of okay. Get to play... What did they Electronet this? Alright, it's still alive. And it can move over when they don't... Oh, the Gloom Reaper Witch. What a combo. What a combo. I've taken so much damage. What have I done? What have I done? I think I'm a little groggy from all of the festivity. Might need to go get just a small little snack and slap my face a few times. Though this hand's insane, so we got that going for us. And the Bitter Frost finish off. Alright, so let's knock them. Let's just trade Flamestoke Shaman, I think. I don't want to take half my life total. Yeah, this game's hard for new players to kind of adjust to, and I'm just a little newbie. We drafted some weird-ass deck where I just wanted to, like, use Flamestokes to activate Flamestokes, and I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but we'll try to make something happen of it. There's a Borean Stormweaver in the deck, so I think there's a chance There's a chance that this turns into something reasonable. Was that how that was supposed to go? Yeah, it was. So they should have pumped that. Alright. We can deal 4 damage to this and then Venom Fang it for 4. Or we can Zephyr Mage positive battle it. I think I like the Venom Fang. Though Zephyr Mage is sweet, eh? And then what would we do? We'd Flame Stoke open lane. Yeah, Flame Stoke here. Throw a ping at that. The ping might not be relevant. Yeah, let's Zephyr Mage. We can make some weird shit happen. We drew all level 4s. Let's rub it in our opponent's face that we drew all level 4s. We can Flame Stoke. Or, yeah, use Flame Stoke to activate Flame Stoke and then use that to activate Tangle Sprout. Alright, that is not really going to do much. And then a squad to pump it up. That is a sweet play for my opponent. Alright. So they found something kind of sweet going on. The other thing that we could do would be to roar. And I don't hate roaring. But let's just do like this. Bring the beatdowns, baby. Here we go. No Lux given. Doing it up. 2016. Merry Christmas. Drawing all level 3s and pretending it's skill. Yeah, I just drew a bunch of level 3s and my opponent didn't really. My opponent made a pretty sweet play last turn, I do have to say. Alright, that is a trade. And that is a positive battle, making this into a positive battle. But we're going to keep Razortooth Stalker, Flamestoke Shaman. So I guess it is a play well, get rewarded kind of situation. I can Ashurian Mystic there. Yeah, that's kind of awkward, eh? How much is this? This is 25. I don't have lethal, right? No, maybe I do. $28. Oh, I can put him down to 2. Oh, I have Call the Lightning. Oh, I didn't even realize this because this is a level 1 spell. Okay, never mind. We can make it happen. GG. Mongosaur would have worked here too. The Mongosaur activate or Razortooth Stalker activate. I didn't even realize we had Call. Yeah, Call, Stampede, Call and anything kills my opponent. I don't even think we had to play anything else. Yeah, Call and nothing would have killed my opponent. We could have... I honestly just forgot about Call the Lightning. I'm not gonna lie. Call the Lightning also, if I'm not mistaken, used to have different words on it. I believe it, like... Yeah, it gave +4 attack to all of your friendly creatures. And... that was it? Was that it? It was something dumb, right? If anybody knows what Call the Lightning used to do, let me know. Because I'm pretty sure it was just like a pump spell. Alright, I will be back in... like 2 minutes here. I guess I can queue for this next game. I'm just going to grab some cheese and crackers, and I will be right back. Alrighty, we are back in it here. Flamestoke Shaman it is. Flamestoke Shaman actually is really good with Razortooth Stalker. As much as I was like kind of joking around about it. Good with Flamestoke Shaman too. Alright, Du jour posted the old Call the Lightning. Yeah, creatures you control get +4 attack this turn, +6 attack this turn, and then the last one, let them battle an additional time. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Or thought it was something similar to that. Matrix Warden for the finish off here. Well, we can kill this with a Wind Primordial after battling. We can... Though I think we won't have too big of a problem dealing with that. We can deal with it with Venom Fang, another Flamestoke. If we draw, like, 2 activate creatures, I guess it's a little bit awkward. We could also just trade with it with Flamestoke here and kind of give up on the Ashurian Mystic. There's just a lot of ways to punish Flamestoke Shaman. You almost don't even want to activate it if you play it. And I might not activate it here. Maybe not in general you don't want to activate it. But if we play it here, look, right, we can activate it, and then that just gets in 6 damage, whereas, like, being able to activate it to turn on an activation, I think will draw us a lot more power. I'm going to put the Flamestoke Shaman in the center lane, so that way if we draw the guy that triggers off mobility, we're fine, and we're just going to throw that there. We're not going to activate our guy here. Alright, so Borean Stormweaver, we can activate, ping off this, and then Magma Hound, or we can just Magma Hound to finish this off, Borean Stormweaver. Either way, we've got a ping for 2, I guess, so all of those plays are the same. It's going to be a trade. We could throw both pings on that. Go Borean Stormweaver, activate, ping, Technosmith, Matrix, or Magma Hound, open lane. Let's go finish off our guy. We could Ursine Strength our Ashurian Mystic. Meh. I don't hate that. Just undoes what they just did. But then we're not playing Borean Stormweaver. That I do hate. So we will not be doing that. Guess I go Borean Stormweaver, no activate. And just make some trades. And I'm not choosing to activate Borean Stormweaver because I think the Forge Ring around it is worth more than hitting my opponent for 4 points of damage here. I don't think that that's worth it. So let's start figuring out what this is going to be for New Year's. I'm probably not going to get a super early start on New Year's because we will be doing New Year's-ian things. That's a good play. Just do it like this. Could level up Call the Lightning. Could also not. Sorry, just opening up some cheese here. I don't really play ranked. I did it like the first 2 seasons, I think, and that was it. I used to play ranked on SolforgeLadder.com, but in general, I just kind of find draft a little bit more enjoyable. And it's a lot easier to keep up with than Constructed, which always has all the new cards coming out of it. So I think Flamestoke Shaman is a good creature to positive battle with, because most anything takes it out anyways. Ooh, we could We get some big lightning action going on next turn. So yeah, mostly just stick to the draft arena. Can move this over. None of these guys have 2 mobility, which would have been sweet. If any of them had 2 mobility, we could have like activated it. Oh, I guess you don't get 2 activations out of this guy. Do we really even want to call the lightning here? Like, I think we just Cragwalker and then block this with a Wind Primordial because we drew all level 1s. How much is a Call the Lightning? Call the Lightning hits them for 21 points of damage. Nah. I don't even think we want to Roar here. I think we just want to trade this off, and my opponent will trade a level 1 with this, and maybe something will pause battle with this, and we get to Venom Fang. I guess Venom Fang kind of punishes us for doing the Technosmith. Though Ursine Strength is also a sweet underdrop here. Ooh, that is a good... It's a good level 2 for my opponent to have for the positive battle. And this can die to poison. I guess both of these can die to poison. Venom Fang has the positive battle as well. Ursine Strength, make it a 12-7. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. Sorry, Tigran Nomad. We aren't gonna play you. Both of our first 2 picks are just... Wait, that hand was actually our first 5 picks all right in a row. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Venom Fang wasn't, but the other cards were definitely our first 4 picks. It's kind of interesting, if nothing else. Alright, that is not quite a positive battle. Or not quite a trade. Epidemic? What do they got? Nope. Just blocking that. You can't block the mobility guy. Go Borean Stormweaver, and I think we just Flamestoke. We do have a Razortooth Stalker in the deck that kind of lends me towards wanting to take Flamestoke. The Wirewood Ranger's great on a rank up, so we'll play Wirewood Ranger here. And that is perfectly acceptable. Oops. Gotta end the turn. I was cutting some cheese, and I didn't notice. Cut the cheese. Well, I got punished. We drew the Razortooth Stalker. So I wish I was able to make that do something here. I guess this guy finishes off this. Venom Fang finishes off this. We hit my opponent for an additional 9. Yeah, that's gotta be Razortooth Stalker there. Nothing too exciting going on this game. We're just, I don't know, just slowly dealing some damage to our opponent. Oh, this is the game. We did have a kind of interesting turn early on in this game. But... Flip a Wirewood Ranger here or here. My opponent's life total's so low. We'll just dodge. They kind of have to make something happen here. That's not enough. That's a positive battle. Might just have lethal with the Shurian Mystic or Sign Strength. Probably. I'm not going to count it out. We'll just go for it. Cool, that makes us 2-0. 2-0 in the draft queue. 2-0 in the QO, baby. We haven't lived like the ultimate dream, but we've made some dreams happen today. We killed an opponent with Call the Lightning. Like, actually. No jokerino. I guess we Shurian Mystic. They kind of can trade with it, but card's good on other levels as well. So, I don't mind playing it here. We have Flamestoke, and then we have Frostfang Maiden if they're able to make this survive somehow. We could also just Frostfang and Torrent Soldier here. Flamestoke obviously really good as well. And by really good, I mean really mediocre, but has made some interesting things happen this draft. This deck would have been a whole lot better with just one Hive Empress in it. And that's kind of why I was grabbing the Flamestoke Shamans to begin with. Because as you saw, like, any turn you untap with Flamestoke Shaman, you just, like... You can just attack with Flamestoke, and then play Flamestoke and Hive Empress, and you just immediately have Raid. Weird zoom. I don't know what that means, Nurgles. Did I zoom in on something? Or are you talking about my microphone making weird sounds? My microphone is called a zoom. I can't imagine that's what you're talking about. Oh, weird. Is anybody else... Yeah, I'm not having a display error on OBS or on Twitch where I'm monitoring the stream. So, looks like that is probably on your end, though if anybody else is seeing a problem, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. How did my opponent manage to chump block an Shurian Mystic? Oh, God. Fair enough. Internet balls. So, we want to play some combination of these first three cards. We definitely want to play Frostfang Maiden. The question is just, do we want to play Flamestoke or Torrent Soldier? Both are kind of gated in their own way. This is gated because we'll put strong cards into your deck. This card's just actually gated. I think I want to play Flamestoke Shaman. The other awkward part is I don't have a good lane for Flamestoke. If I put it here, it's just kind of got both of those options. So what would we be doing with it? Frostfang definitely wants to go in the center, and I can play Flamestoke here, I guess. My opponent might just kill Flamestoke with Cauldron Mystic, but just fine. Yeah, I was wondering what would happen with Zephyr Mage and Frostfang Maiden. That's a good battle. And Borean Stormweaver to finish this off, though. Or Frostfang Maiden to finish it off. Which is why I put Frostfang in the center. I figured my opponent positive battles here. Looks like that's just a trade. The only problem with doing that, I guess there's a few problems. It leaves around Cauldron Mystic. But if we move this here, we don't get an activation from Flamestoke, which might be okay as well. We can just Stormweaver up and Zephyr Mage up. My opponent can then just, he can activate it, but he can also just play stuff wherever he wants. Do we want to just play the Zephyr Mage to block this? No, I don't think we have to. Yeah, so I think we'll just do this. I don't really want to leave around Cauldron Mystic any longer than I have to here. So yeah, we'll battle. And I'll go Stormweaver, Zephyr Mage. And that looks totally fine now. Venom Fang can finish this off. Borean Stormweaver can finish it off. And we've got a Flamestoke Shaman to boot. I'm curious, Nurgles, what... It was a while ago. It was like a half an hour ago, maybe at this point. But you said something like, I've heard that so many times now. I meant to ask, what was that referring to? Because I know I've got a lot of like filler phrases that I just kind of throw in there a decent amount. Oh, boo. Well, sorry, Nurgles, but thank you for trying to join us here. I guess you can't hear me if I'm if I'm talking to you, but and they used a Grave Pact to finish off that. It's okay. Flamestoke Shaman. Give Flamestoke Shaman some mobility, and we'll Venom Fang to finish off Spite Hydra. Cool, cool. Good to have you back, Nurgles. I was curious. I don't think you could hear me, but I was curious. Earlier you said, like, I've heard that before or something like that. I was curious which of my many filler phrases were you referring to with that statement? Kind of just want to play Stalker and Ashurian Mystic, though they're not going to be great here, and we also have Ursine Strength, which seems really good. So let's move this over. This only gets to deal 1. We definitely want to do this. Do we want to just Ursine Strength? Nah, let's sock up. This will be good. This is 16 damage, and now I've got 3/6 attack creatures. I guess I will... No, I'll keep this here. My opponent's got a few things that they've got to deal with here, and then that could just leave me to play more Flamestoke Shamans and Frostfang Maidens. I guess this order is kind of awkward. Alright, so they've got a trade there. They're going to ping that. They still have to finish this off somehow. That's probably annoying. Only pings for 2, but yeah, that's definitely annoying. Oh, no, it's not. This has mobility. Sweet. 4 damage to the creature opposing it. Ah, 1 off. Alright, let's have Frostfang Maiden, positive battle, I think. And then we'll play a Flamestoke Shaman. We're drawing a reasonable distribution of cards here, and I have to battle on my turn, not on their turn, because otherwise the ping would finish me off. That's a neat combo. We can play Wirewood Ranger, and then Wirewood Ranger can turn back and pump the Shaman. So that is kind of neat. If my opponent would set up a weird positive battle, though it's hard to positive battle the 12-17, they might like trade with it with a 1 level or a level 1 creature. We missed on this turn, obviously, but otherwise we were drawing a pretty reasonable distribution of level 1s. That is going to be a Graveborn Glutton. That is a trade regardless of what we do. And this, of course, I can dodge. Yeah. It's a trade regardless of what we do here. So, let's do something like this. This pushes through a pretty reasonable amount of damage here. And then we'll just Venom Fang. And eat that up. Don't think Call the Lightning is going to be a good play here just yet. But probably just use Call the Lightning for lethal. Or, you know when else I would use Call the Lightning? If we had a play like the play we had earlier, where we had Razortooth Stalker and Ashurian Mystic. Like, Ashurian Mystic Call the Lightning might be just a good enough play by itself. Gives it +8/+8. Makes it an 18-20. That's pretty tough for them to deal with. Okay. Okay. This is a good combo. Because it means wherever I put the Zephyr Mage, they can move the Cinder Colossus onto it. Yeah, it's a really good combo. Alright, well. I guess I put Zephyr Mage here then. And I guess I do get to give whatever I put mobility, so we can dodge the Cinder Colossus. So I guess we'll give this mobility too. Flamestoke, Wirewood Ranger. We could also just give one of these creatures 2 mobility. We're definitely just going to be playing our level 2s here. Maybe I didn't have to play Tigran because we are going to rank up here. And also we're playing against a Tempest deck. So I could have just played Tangle Sprout. And that would have been probably a more reasonable play. Though, when you are just playing underdrops and you're just playing underdrops on an empty board, those are the spots where I definitely play stuff like Tigran Mystic. Yeah, so we're just going to move over Tigran Mystic and eat this Cauldron Mystic if it doesn't die. We really want the Cauldron Mystic to hit face or Venom Fang. Alright, and looks like it's not going to hit anything, but this is going to die off. So, we don't get everything we wanted here. Wirewood Ranger, I guess, survives this, and it survives a ping. So I guess I'll go for that. And then I'll play a Flame Stoke. Open in... I'll just play it open on the side lane. Venom Fang gets to answer this. Shimmer Fang can potentially trade with a level 3 if they draw it. It's not a level 3 that you necessarily need to trade with. Alright, they got their first ping there. If they get their second ping there, that would be pretty unlucky. Oh, they're not going for a second ping. They're going for a Cauldron Mystic. Well, I guess... guess we just give Cauldron Mystic all the poison, then. So we'll survive at 15. I don't really care about that. I think I will just play, like, Tangle Sprout. Open lane, though Tangle Sprout can also positive battle this, and we can Venom Fang this. I kind of like that. So, we're Venom Fanging this because my opponent will be able to make this into a threat eventually, and we do have a positive battle there. Zephyr Mage, Frost Fang Maiden. Both kind of interesting. You can give it 6 mobility. Alright, we've got some places to put... That's a little bit unlucky. Got some places to put triggers for the Frost Fang Maiden. That's fine. At least it didn't hit there again. That would have been pretty bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna block like this and this. Our lift total's kind of comfortable, and maybe we don't have to block a Graveborn Glutton, but it's also a Graveborn Glutton, so we could have to block it eventually. These draws make me kind of regret that play. Yeah, Cinder Mystic actually isn't bad. It's a 21-14. And the level 2 is also fine. The card is not impressive, but it's really not that horrible. It's got a decent level 3, and the level 2 is going to be able to trade with most things. Alright, how much damage does that need? This would be enough. As would this be? We could assign strength here. There's gotta be a more reasonable play this turn, right? I don't really see it, though. Yeah, I guess we're just giving this guy a shitload of mobility so it can do whatever it wants. Killing Stormweaver, getting in for 14, and using Ursine Strength to kill off Borean Mystic. Trade there, hit him for 14. Now my opponent will take 14 more because I get to move into the center lane, finish off Cinder Colossus, and hit him here for some damage. Now I'm playing a little bit smarter. I got some cheese in me. We're doing okay. Jazzy Mantis, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Yeah, the 321 views, it's good. It's definitely sweet. Though that is like views overall. Just so you know. Don't really love any of these plays. Yeah, we're going to Umbruk today to celebrate Christmas. Just trying to get in some Umbruk drafts. I don't know, though. I don't... You know, I guess one thing that I can account for is, like, I do still have Frostfang Maiden in the deck. So I could do something like Razortooth Stalker in 4, Zephyr Mage in 1. Right, yeah, 300 unique views just streaming a game that not that many people pay attention to is pretty cool. Though I'm hoping that we can all help to grow Solforge together, because it is a fun game. I do enjoy it. A lot of those are, I mean, some of those are, I do stream the Vintage Cube games as well. So some of those come from that. Looks like we have a place to move our Razortooth Stalker. We probably want a Venom Fang to finish off this. And then I'll give Flamestoke Shaman mobility in the center lane. Yeah, you can do a lot with that. I appreciate it, though, Nurgles. And I also, yeah, just appreciate your support. Just hanging out in the chat room. All that stuff. I guess I could have poisoned this, but I don't even think this is a real card, Uranti Heartseeker. I'll just let it be. It'll, if this card is able to do something, more power to my opponent. Alright, Spite Hydra's pretty good, though. And... Alright. This is kind of weird. I don't have any spot for Ashurian Mystic to get in and deal damage, which kind of stinks. Yeah, my opponent's playing so many defenders that I can't get Ashurian Mystic in, and they went for 2 positive battles. So we can't hit them for any damage here. What we can do is, like, Ghost Scale Cobra or Torrent Soldier. I don't know. Like, I don't want to just trade off with both of their creatures. That seems like such a waste when I have Ashurian Mystic right here. I think Nurgle's Wolf was in reference to this current turn. Like, one play that I see is like, you go Ghost Scale against Spite Hydra, activate it, and it'll die to poison, right? We get +3/+3. No, that won't even work. So I guess Ashurian Mystic just trades with Spite Hydra then. Alright. That's not great. I really don't love it, but I don't see what other options we have. We'll move this over. Oh, I should have activated this. That was a mistake. Oh well. Ghost Scale made aggressive doesn't quite trade because it would be a 6/6 getting. It'd be a 6/6 getting or 6 toughness getting +3/+3, so it would go up to 9, take 4, then take 4 poison, and it would still be alive, and then it would be able to ping something, and it would die on my turn. So it dies, just gets one more activation out of itself. And that's going to trade off with Flamestoke. That is going to survive at 13. And I guess I will play a Flamestoke right here and a Tigran Nomad open lane. And we'll try to get in some damage on player level 5. Alright, we've got the Flamestoke combo. We've also got Venom Fangs and Torrent Soldiers. That's a trade. Call the Lightning. Is this lethal? Yeah, this is lethal. Awesome. Awesome. 36 + 1. We did it. What a crazy spot to lethal. Awesome. Easy lethal spot for Xaxes. Flamestoke Shaman and Call the Lightning doing some work. That is the second time in our 3 games that Call the Lightning has been lethal. I don't even know what that song is. It's just stuck in my head from some random video game back in the day. What song is that? It's got to be like a menu screen or something. Might have been slightly off key, but I'm not sure if anybody knows what that song is, even so. Yeah, no, Call the Lightning is just a level 1 spell with Overload that says win the game if the right conditions exist. I think we just stalk up on turn 1 here. That seems fine. Yeah, you don't need anything other than the level 1 version of that card. Though, we can go kind of crazy with the level 1 version right here. But right, it is just fine on level 1. Ooh! Oh! Wait, no, we can still do it. We just go Earth Sign Call. Fuck it. No luck's given, baby. Let's go, get hype. Maybe I shouldn't have it center lane against an Aloyan deck, but oh well. Okay. Oh well. Guard still did a lot of work there. I don't mind that. We got Venom Fangs in the deck, but it was fun too. Got a roaming Warclaw. They give this like 1 armor. Actually, that wouldn't work. Shuri Mystic's good. Forge Plate is gonna survive. We can knock it out with the Torrent Soldier, maybe. This card's kind of big. Trades with Torrent Soldier. We can just Shuri and Mystic them. I think I like that. We're giving up on all Flamestoke Shaman access for the rest of the game. So I'm not sure if that's great, though. The card, even though it's gated, it does function as a reasonable underdrop because it has 6 attack. And I think we want to level with Shuri Mystic, especially because we played Call. I guess we could have also not played Torrent Soldier, but Torrent Soldier just seems too good of a play there to not play. How would I rank the Aloyan Heroics? So I would have to be, I mean, if we're just going with current draft pool, which I think we probably are, it's definitely Aloyan Strategist first, and then Scrappy's probably second. Justicar is really good. You have Venom Fang, trade with both of these things, and then play Wind Primordial, open lane. You go Torrent Soldier, Positive Battle here. Oh no, we can't play Wind Primordial here. So I guess we are playing Venom Fang. You know what I should pop up sometime? Just a list of what actually exists in the draft pool. Kind of like Dirk Banshee for this or something. That'd be good. Let me see. Is there a spot on the Solforge website that says the current draft pool? Let me see. Community, card database, game, draft pool. So Aloyan Strategist is good. Bulwark Battalion is definitely good. Onyxium Alakmancer? Is that what the card's actually called? Forge Guardian Delta. Yeah. So I would say Strategist, Scrappy, Justicar. Maybe Experimentation over Justicar. And then Bulwark Battalion. I think that would have to be my order there. So awkward that minimizes, and yeah, Bulwark Battalion is pretty good. It's kind of like a Palladium Pulse Mage of sorts, but it protects only the cards you play. It can't protect itself, but it's otherwise pretty similar to Palladium Pulse Mage. Might be a robot too. The guy that Formation gets some armor, I think is just okay. I don't think it's great. Alright, we've got Call the Lightning, Ashorian Mystic here, except we don't have the Ashorian Mystic part of that combo anymore, so I changed my mind. We can do something kind of sweet here. We can Frostfang Maiden and finish off Ionic War Charger with Frostfang Maiden. However, we're just going to want to level the Spore anyways, so it doesn't actually do anything for us. And what I think I'd actually rather do is just... Oh, this doesn't have mobility anymore anyways. Then let's get it out of here. Ooh, Commando is actually good too. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Commando's pretty good. So, Commando's really strong. There aren't other, like, metamines and things to actually combo with Commando. Alright, so it's going to be a positive battle. We can finish it off with... 6. So we can finish it off with Flamestoke. Or we can just finish it off with Shimmerfang Serpent. We'll go Flamestoke, though. We kind of get punished. Either way, we get punished for a -3/-3, though. This is fine. Commando, I don't think is better than Strategist and Scrappy. I think those are just the two best heroics, like, regardless of anything else. Here we have Tangle Sprout Roar, maybe? Then move over Stalker. Oh, Grave Pact. Okie dokie. Tangle Sprout Roar still trades with Forge Plate Sentry, but don't think we want to do that. We can go Stampeding Mongosaur, then move over Cragwalker and deal with it. Sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any good metamines in the draft pool. But Commando is good even without other metamines. You can also use him in conjunction with... what else works with him? The 3/6. The 3/6 that when it enters the battlefield gives something some armor. That also works out fine with him. I think here, unfortunately, we have to play into Matrix Warden. We are just a little too far behind if we don't. So, yeah, if my opponent has a Matrix Warden, we lose Razortooth Stalker here. We'll just go Wirewood Ranger. Still don't know how we're dealing with Forge Plate Sentry. Right. Aegis Wings, Pummel Pack, Experimentation. All of those things are pretty good with it. Venom Fang doesn't quite deal with it. Yeah, I really have no idea how we're dealing with that card in the center lane. I guess Ursine Strength helps. We would get to give something +9/+9. Spore Torrent as well as Torrent Soldier can give it a lot of poison as well as Venom Fang. Alright, Nether Decay means these are going to trade. I think I will give it some poison right here, right now, just to kind of start things going. No, I'm not so sure. Maybe I just take out Dirk Banshee with Venom Fang. Yeah, we'll throw this here. And Venom Fang's going to take out Dirk Banshee. That'll be a trade. Alright, Torrent Soldier actually does just trade with it straight up. And then we get to throw the Spore somewhere else. They trade in 2. It's not, like, the most safe trade. Oh, God, the Nanoswarms. They've answered all of our attempts at making a big creature here. Little unlucky. And they're going to positive battle with that. Okay. Well, I guess it's not quite a positive battle. How much poison does this give? This gives 4 poison, not enough to be relevant in any fashion. We will just hope they don't have a -1/-1 effect. We'll shuffle that in for the next rank and play a Stormweaver. Still good, we can still make this work, though Assuring Mystic's actually just dead. We could overwrite it at this point. We can't even call the Lightning or Ursine Strength to pump it up because it no longer has the ability either. Best removal in terms of creatures and spells. What's interesting is when you start considering... I mean, Venom Fang is like super powerful. Borean Stormweaver is the best common, as I've said. It's a little bit unfortunate. It's only persisting at 11. We can still finish that off. Okay. 11, right? So what's interesting is 11 is 6 plus 5. But just going to do like this. We'll make our opponent think that we are like trying to protect this for some crazy reason. This is fine. Sport Torrent's pretty good. Ursine Strength is a +9/+9, so that is pretty sweet. I'll give us a 17, 19. Though this is already a positive battle, so we don't have to do too much. 4 poison plus 3 damage goes a long way. Well, now this is a trade. Well, that's free, so let's lead with that. This is, like, effectively free. Stegodon block. Unless we decide to just pump Stegodon. Which I don't hate. This is only going to hit us for 12. Kind of don't like blocking. If we Ursine Strength this, it survives with 8 health. It's pretty good. So if I think I'm going to block, then I think this block is fine. Oh, fuck. Well played. Well played. He got me. So, Anvilian Arbiter is a counter to free spells. It says when a player plays the second spell each turn, they discard their hand. I played a free spell. I played Sport Torrent. And it's free. The one Torrent Soldier shuffles a free spell in your deck, but it meant that I got super punished. That's going to be a almost trade? No, actual trade. Do I want a positive battle there? Unlikely. We'll go here and here. That was pretty silly of me. Alright, we got another free spell. My opponent doesn't have an Anvilian Arbiter. We can attack with Razortooth Stalker and Ashurian Mystic. I think we're going to be getting in some damage finally against my opponent. We also have Wind Primordial that can move over here. So we can get a lot of damage in. What cards do we want to play? Well, I guess we can only hit them with 2 different individual creatures, eh? Yeah, we only get to hit my opponent with 2 different creatures because there's only 2 open lanes. So, with that, Venom Fang can trade with Nexus Pilot. Wind Primordial can trade with Nexus Pilot and a Technosmith. Though we also have Venom Fang, Sport Torrent that we can make. Yeah, I think I want to attack my opponent with Ashurian Mystic and Razortooth Stalker. So, yeah, I guess we know we're going to do that. So we can lead with this, and then we got to figure out what the second half of the turn looks like, how the battle and poison is going to go. What I'm leaning towards is, I guess just this positive battle makes the most sense. And then I trade off Venom Fang and give this 8 poison so that it dies right now. This leaves our opponent with no creatures, us with 3 active creatures that are all pretty threatening. Yeah, okay. There probably wasn't that much to think about there. Just wanted to look over my options. Yeah, so I've got 3 pretty strong creatures attacking in. Call the Lightning in hand to make some craziness happen. Though, Call the Lightning could definitely work here. My opponent's got to trade with Wind Primordial, and then they have to chump block Razortooth Stalker, and then we just call the Lightning and press the battle button twice. That seems pretty good to me. Alright, Dirk Banshee is setting up a trade in 2. Razor's going to trade in 1. 16 plus 32. Swing for 32, it'll put him down to 17. Oh, wait. This guy's +2 attack. That'll put him down to 15. That means the next Wind Primordial is lethal. So all we have to do is draw Wind Primordial next turn. And it's lethal. And we'll still have the Venom Fang here. Sure. We'll get this guy out of the center as well. No. Razortooth Stalker plus Venom Fang. No, that's not bad. But it's not great either. The problem with removal spells is they can't actually ever advance your game plan. Like, if my opponent just had any level 3 card, he could have answered Venom Fang. Instead, his level 3 card was a Nano Swarm. It really doesn't do all that much. So we just stalk open lane, and I'll replace this with Venom Fang, because Venom Fang is lethal. So that's where removal's bad. The best removal are not soft-gated, so I would never count Borean Stormweaver as removal because you don't get to use him the turn that he comes into play. But Magma Hound I would count as removal, and this might just be like the best removal if you're willing to count it as removal. Frostfang Maiden's pretty powerful too and does actually impact the board the turn it comes into play. But also, if you're willing to count Magma Hound as removal, it's not that much of a jump to just count Grove Matriarch as a removal spell either. This isn't lethal, so that's kind of awkward. Oh, and he howls me. Okay. We got a game, and normally he'd be able to move that over, but we are going to deal with it with poison. This is a close game. If my opponent had another howl, he'd kill me. However, I think we're going to make it out of this one alive. And do we have lethal? Yeah, we do. Cool. Just nonchalantly coming back into the game, do a quick lethal check. I figured we would. Not sure how my opponent answered my board. Maybe Grave Pact? Not sure. And we are 4-0. Yeah, Call the Lightning is actually doing some work, believe it or not. Call the Lightning. Actually a relevant card. Believe it or not. Who would have thunky? So we can Zephyr Mage in 3, activate it, move Flamestoke Shaman over, and then Torrent Soldier to trade with the 4/7 that they put in front of Flamestoke. That's pretty cool. And then hit them for 10. Oh no. Oh no, my friend. That's fine. Torrent Soldier positive battles that. And we've now leveled better than them. Kind of. Oh! Nice! Sweet. I was wondering if we'd ever get our first pick thing to trigger there. It triggered not so great for us. I would have much rathered it trigger on the stag. And this bee is actually super awkward too. We're gonna die to the bee in 12 turns. I hate getting poisoned. Alright. Let's activate Flamestoke. Or mobility on Flamestoke. And die to the bee. I give my opponent an offer that they might not be able to refuse here with the bee. Got Razortooth Stalker, Shurian Mystic, Frostfang Maiden, so... Oh, and Wirewood Ranger. Got some really good options here. So, like, what we can do is... Oh, I don't love that. It doesn't really change that much, though. We just Frostfang Maiden in... that changes some stuff. Okay, because now... 3 damage to the creature opposing it. I really wanted to get in with my Razortooth Stalker, and I didn't want to have to replace Torrent Soldier, but is that what it's looking like now? Yeah, it is only 1 poison. Frostfang Maiden, we can move over. We'll eat up the bee. Play Razortooth Stalker here, we move it over. We eat this. Attack them for 8. We're giving Stalker an activation here. We also Bear instead of Stalker. I guess we just Bear instead of Stalker. I didn't say it was only 1 poison. Yeah, that's Nurgles. I hate getting even poisoned in the smallest amount. I already know this is going to kill me just because of my play style. I play so slow. Alright. I think we got to play Razortooth Stalker. The problem is we don't have to play Razortooth Stalker and all of our other plays are good. My opponent also, I do want to say, played like 3 Overload cards. My opponent played a bee, an Aetherwolf, and a dog. Played a lot of fucking Overload cards. So we're kind of okay in that respect. Alright, let's do this play. Let's play this. Not sure if that's the best play, but it's definitely a play we can make. So, we'll do it up. That's fine. That's fine, Joe. Move it over, kill this. My opponent is black, so... Oh, jeez. My opponent is playing Necrium, so... I don't know how much I just want to Ursine Strength. I think I might just go Shuri Mystic Open Lane, where I would Ranger on the plant. This looks fine. Double Torrent Soldier, that'll get us back in it. Also Venom Fang. We're not even, like, that far behind right now. I guess we're really just behind on life total here. The Frost Banshee's yeah, gonna survive. That's gonna survive as well. Alright, so clean up all this shit with Torrent Soldiers. What's the level 2 Spore? Is it 3 poison? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. We'll take 7 more from Tangle Sprout. We have to decide where this pump is going. I think we want to pump the undamaged one. Though we could pump this to 6. 6 is a little bit higher than 5. Not by enough, though. Make a 9/11. Got Flame Stoke for both of the open lanes here. Hopefully that just trades off with a level 1, and so does that. We hit them for 9, develop 2 Flame Stokes. Take 7, go down to 86. Stag of Lists. Yeah, we'll leave that around and we'll draw the one guy, right? Yeah, that'll be sweet. Even if it never happens. I mean, my life total is lower than theirs, but I definitely don't want to block this. I want to Flame Stoke up. Leave some space for the Killer Bee to get caught as well. I mean, we could just block here as well, but this is fine. Take a little bit more damage, hit them for a little bit more. We get the Razortooth Stalker and the Zephyr Mage both active. I think my opponent will... Yeah, I mean, they're going to trade the Bee into one of these two. We don't really know which yet. Leyline Tyrant's still in the deck. We're not going to get it off the rank up. Zephyr Mage does get to positive battle here, though, so that's reasonable. They're going to chump block 9 or 12. They're going to chump block the 12. That makes sense. Take less damage. And Mara's Pit Guard will also just be a chump block there. We're going to poison this, and I would say I'm in a pretty nice spot here. What do we want to activate with Zephyr Mage? Just give this Razortooth Stalker a shitload of mobility. That's fine. I think our board state is strong enough that we're going to be able to race this one poison. It will kill us in, I guess 74 turns, right? One poison. Yeah, you don't have to divide by 2, but 74 turns is really just 37 turns. Which is really just a whole lot of time. So we can go double Flame Stoke. Yeah, that's the play. This is a pretty cool turn, too. Our last turn was also sweet. Where we got to activate 3 creatures. Yeah. Looks like that 1 poison isn't going to be a problem. My opponent can play a level 2 big creature. More Lotuses would be good. Oh, they did hit the rank up. So they could go Lotus 2, go trade, pause battle, and then they would just have to put something big in front of that. But looks like we got it. We are 5-0 with our random-ass Umbruk draft. Going to edit the stream title here. Yeah, that's true. Killer Bees did not actually do that much there. But I think it wasn't just the Killer Bees, to be honest. My opponent also played a Hive Empress that did nothing, and they played 2 other Overload cards in rank 1. All of those things meant that they had leveled no cards for player level 2. And when some of my synergies started going off, they also didn't have any non-gated removal for Razortooth Stalker. And yeah, they just didn't play great cards other than, like, they played good cards. Zithian Direhound is good. And so to answer your question earlier, it was like 3 hours ago, how many Overload cards do you want in your deck? Like, you want them. You want a decent amount of Overload cards. If you see Overload cards in your draft, they're good. But you have to recognize that they're not going to be great turn 1 plays. And, or not turn 1 plays, but rank 1 plays. And your deck is going to suffer more in the late game from just having less cards in it. So, if you just play 8 cards, it's 8 out of 30. And I believe, I mean, I'm going to have to break out a calculator here, but 8 out of 30 is 26 and 2/3%. 7 out of 29 is 24 and some change percent. And then 6 out of 28 becomes 21. So I forget what, yeah, you're losing about 2 or 3 percentage points each time. Even though you're banishing a card from your deck, a smaller deck with less leveled cards in it actually gives you much worse odds. And then we get down to what I feel my opponent did. Because they played the Bees and they played the Hive Empress, my opponent wound up with a 4 out of 28. They had a 14% chance for each level 2 card. And I don't even think the level 2s that they played were, or the level 1s that they leveled were that great. So, yeah, all in all, not super impressed. Well, these are all All-Stars. Other than Shimmerfang Serpent, all of these are cards that we definitely are happy to see here. It's always so weird to me that that makes the battle sound when you open that up sometimes. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, let me get chat open. You can see that. Borean Stormweaver, definitely going to be something we want to play. Torrent Soldier seems solid, and Flamestoke Shaman is obviously good if we hit the Singleton Stalker next turn. I guess it's also good with Frostfang Maiden, Zephyr Mage, Wirewood Ranger, additional Flamestokes, and maybe Wind Primordial. You know what? It's pretty good with Bear, too, because Bear's just a beater. And I guess it's fine with Venom Fang, because you don't care if Venom Fang just deals his damage, too. Yeah, that's potentially true, Nurgles. There's not that many players in the draft, and my last opponent did not really seem like he had a 4-0 deck going on. I will Yeah, I'll agree with that. So Magma Hound can take that thing out. Zephyr Mage can positive battle. Steg can positive battle. I don't want to leave my opponent a lot of lanes. However, Borean Stormweaver, I guess, can take it out alongside Frostfang Maiden. I guess we're fine leveling this. We just leave Flamestoke as an underdrop. This is fine. Okay. I do notice it seems like... I mean, my opponent definitely had a lot of strong cards in his deck. I will say that. So, I don't know. I mean, I can go back and watch that game. I think there's a chance that his deck was fine. He just made some interesting play decisions. A little bit punished because we drew the Razortooth Stalker. Made some interesting play decisions, and they didn't quite work out. Alright, so Razortooth, I think, will overwrite the Stormweaver. And then what do? Play like a Tangle Sprout? Eh. No, we've got another Venom Fang in the deck, so I guess we Flamestoke. And we're just going to hit my opponent for damage over here. We want to replace with the Stalker because otherwise this is just sitting there taking up space. Don't really want to play Nigrin. Why would Ranger could maybe do some work? I think my opponent... Oh, okay. Jetpack is interesting. I don't think Jetpack is a good card anymore, but we shall see. Roaming Warclaw finishes that off, so that's Raptor food. And then I'm going to get to play my Razortooth Stalker, and I guess I'll just play Wirewood Ranger post-combat. I don't really want to block a Nexus Pilot. My opponent is getting to level additional cards here, so there's some other gameplay actions going on here, but we're just going to do like this. And because I'm playing a card post-combat, I'm just going to play Wirewood Ranger. So let's take a look what my opponent leveled up. So now I know I can just do like this. Nope, I can't. I can just do like this. So they leveled a Cinder Colossus, a Techno Smith, and a Stonefist Giant. Those are all pretty good levels. Though they could have just played Nexus Overwatch. Oh, I guess they couldn't have just played Nexus Overwatch because I put them in a weird spot, so they decided to use the Jetpack to get out of there. Well, that's fine. Venom Fang trades with this, though not anymore. Venom Fang's gonna it's gonna positive battle there. So Torrent Soldier with a pump can take this out. I've got decent cards that we can level here. Do I want to play the level gated cards on the turn where we're just about to rank up anyways? That's what's awkward. Like, I can play Flamestoke or Zephyr Mage so that their leveled up versions are in the deck. But if I do that, we're just about to level up. So it doesn't really matter. Zephyr Mage, I think, might be the most relevant. Though we did level Razortooth Stalker. So getting the level 2 Flamestoke Shaman is pretty reasonable. But that would mean no Torrent Soldier. And let's just level Torrent Soldier. Torrent Soldier is also pretty good. And we'll crash for 12, putting my opponent down to 92. Cinder Colossus is good. Cinder Colossus is definitely one of the best defenders, if not just the best. We got punished because we drew the 2 cards that we didn't level. Cinder Colossus might be the best defender. And I think you also have to be in Tempest to be the best defender now. Like, Forge Guardian Alpha is better than Cinder Colossus. Oh, I don't really care about this guy. Just knock it out with Frostfang Maiden, and I'll play Flamestoke. Like, Alpha's better, but it's also not better because Because it's in a Loyan. And if you're in a Loyan, that means that you don't get to have as many ways to activate your defenders. Alright, Stone Fist for a trade. Dejure, thank you very much, brother. I just saw you were spamming my links over on Solforge Ladder. I appreciate that. It's awkward. I want to play a level 1 creature that I can activate it. I also kind of like Ursine Strength. Yeah, Jetpack used to activate creatures, but now it just doesn't anymore. So I could Ursine Strength on, like, the Torrent Soldier to grow wide. Roaming Warclaw seems like the no-brainer as well. I'm going to dodge center lane. And I guess we're just not going to care about this. And do I want to grow wide? Yeah, I can only activate this anyways. Do I want to go Torrent Soldier, or do I want to... This is plus 5, so it puts it up to 8, 11, 8. That's fine. Yeah, Jetpack used to remove Defender from a creature. Well, you know what? With all the Torrent Soldiers and Venom Fangs I had in the deck, I guess I actually should have tried to do some Grow Wide. Because now if you grow tall, I'm not going to have any ways to make use of all this poison. Because it's not like my opponent can possibly expect a positive battle here. They're going to positive battle there, though, so... As much as I don't want my opponent to positive battle, I guess that works out for me. That's also a little bit awkward. I might just finish that off, because it's... kind of annoying to have that sit there, potentially. Though Wirewood Ranger's so good. Yeah, Wirewood Ranger's too good. Let's just go... I guess I'll go Torrent Soldier. Both of these poison cards are about the same here. So we'll go like this. Hit my opponent for 10, down to 67, and then play Wirewood Ranger. Sure. Now we can play an Ashorian Mystic, open lane, and maybe we just Flamestoke Shaman again? I'm not sure. What did we not hit on? Razortooth Stalker, Flamestoke, Torrent Soldier, Borean Stormweaver. So just the best cards in the deck, and Call the Lightning, Ferocious Roar. We haven't played Ferocious Roar once. Ferocious Roar is yet to come up. Cinder Mystic is a little annoying here. That's cute. We could throw a bear in front of Cinder Mystic, but we could also just not care. I think I like the not caring strategy as well. Yeah, this is fine. Hit my opponent for 5. Doing good, putting in some work. Trade, positive battle. Positive battle? Oh, good shit. Alright. Alright. Then, what do? We win Primordial and we smash into this. I guess we just Tinker in and smash. And then I'll play a Razortooth Stalker on it post-combat. Alright, we hit him for 10 here, put him down to 52. Spore Torrent and Torrent Soldier, so we've got a total of 7 poison that we can throw around. 4 poison looks pretty good right there, though. As does just Torrent Soldier. It's a pretty reasonable positive battle. We can put like 3 poison on this so that we can go here and not feel ashamed. 4 poison looks good on that as well. And that's going to activate their 13-6. So we're kind of priced into dealing with a 13-6 now as well. We can just positive battle here. We could also move, but we really don't have to. Do we have Call the Lightning lethal? Not yet. It's close. So Torrent Soldier can positive battle, throwing 4 poison here, Wirewood Ranger here, 3 poison here. Yeah, it seems like the best. So we're just going to take some damage from this 13-6, but it's going to give us a board state of 3 creatures to 0 eventually. And we've got the life total here. We've got more than enough life to take a few points of damage here. That's fine. It's one of the strengths playing. Was that the phrase? Oh. I thought you were saying that "it's fine" was the phrase that I overuse. But yeah, I've got 98 life. I got 98 life and something ain't one. Let's see. What isn't one? I'm not sure. Alright, 2 positive battles there. We Venom Fang to finish that off. Frostfang Maiden. Open lane, Frostfang can take out the Steam Sentinel. Eventually, the Poison will take out this. So let's go Venom Fang here, and we will Ranger the Maiden, because we know that the Maiden can get in for 11 on this lane here. We can double Strength the Maiden for plus 14. That's pretty good. There are a lot of things that I say just over and over again, I've noticed, and I'm sure I'll pick up some more phrases and other things like that. Oh, that's possible too. But I say that's fine. I say that's pretty good. I say like situation or something like that. So we are 6-0. I am just going to take a second then with this 6-0 to spam it, or I guess if anybody else wants to. No, I'll just do it real quick. I'm here. Alright, so turns out yeah, it is a really casual 4-0. None of our games have been, or 6-0 rather, none of our games have been super competitive, and also like the actual draft portion of it, I was just like, yeah, I'll grab this card because it's red, and I'll grab this card because it's green, and both of those cards are like pretty terrible and haven't done anything for us, but they have in their own special ways.
One thing I will say about, like, I was thinking this morning, I was like, okay, I could force Umbruk and have that be kind of a Christmassy thing. And there's a chance that Umbruk is the most powerful faction combination in draft right now. I mean, at the very least, it's got the most powerful common, and it's got the most powerful rare in Borean Stormweaver and Venom Fang. I'm pretty sure those are the two most powerful commons and rares in draft. Leyline Tyrant, it didn't really even do anything for us the one time that we drew it. It traded with a dog, which was just like whatever. But it was funny. I did think it was pretty funny. Alright, here we go. Yeah, here's what we got. So I guess Stegodon was the fifth. Oh, we grabbed a Flamestoke Shaman. Third pick. So we went Tyrant, Tigran, Flamestoke, Strength. Yeah, I think we've beat all of our opponents pretty good, pretty handedly. Though, I don't know, the two times that we had lethal with Call... No, the first time that we had lethal with Call was just like, it was almost BM. I mean, it was good because we killed them from like 50 or something, but we were also in a great position in that game. The second time we won with Call, where I went Flamestoke, Getcha for 32 or 36, Tigran Getcha for 1. That was a sweet call, because it was Xaxes too. And it was also Xaxes off the back of Tigran Nomad, which, like, you can't not think that's sweet when Tigran Nomad just randomly gets in for 1 point of damage that was lethal. And then the other call we used on the third game, which was actually the fourth game, to pump up Razortooth Stalker, but my opponent kept having Grave Packs and Nano Swarms for that. What do we got here? Looks like just a Wind Primordial. 1 second, I want to close my door real quick. Yo, Soldier, I am not sure how to do that. I mean, the easiest way, and the way that I do it, would be I would load up an instance of it on my phone or iPad, and then load up another instance on the computer. I'm sure you could do it if you had something like Parallels, or I guess a dual booting wouldn't work, but some kind of thing on your computer that lets you just like run two computers at the same time. But otherwise, I don't think you can just run it, but I'm not sure exactly. This play isn't anything too special, but this hand's kind of shit, so we'll just throw down those cards. Yeah, that could be the only way that I would think to do that there, Soldier. Yeah, phone works for me. If you're just, are you just trying to get daily quests or something? That's pretty good. I think we'll take this out with Magma Hound right now, just so that we don't have to deal with it. Yeah. I'll play Stormweaver over Shurian Mystic. There's a lot of good commons in 10-piece now. Shurian Mystic, Magma Hound, Borean Stormweaver, Mungosaur isn't bad, I guess, but also Razortooth Stalker being a pretty good one. For my dailies on days when I'm not streaming, I typically just play some games in the casual queue, or whatever it's called there. But yeah, if it's like midnight or whatever and you're like, all right, I just want to get these done and it's time to go to bed, it's just tricky to only do your dailies like that, because then sometimes the game becomes more about only logging in to get the dailies done and less about actually playing the game. So we can ping here. I kind of want to play Flamestoke. I don't love playing Torrent Soldier on top of this, but I guess I'll do like this and like this, and I could just Torrent Soldier open lane. I'm willing to just trade off Torrent Soldier, though. I guess I'll just not try to get that much value and just trade them off. It's not like it's a negative battle or anything crazy like that. Call the Lightning, but no Razortooth Stalker on this player level. Okay. Yeah, if you're a new player, that definitely makes sense. I am going to do a giveaway probably after this game, and as well, if you're around on New Year's Day, going to be doing a whole bunch of giveaways on stream. So, can also recommend checking those out. What's 4 plus 3? All right, we can do a cool play here. We can go like this. Activate. Frostfang Maiden. Activate. Battle. Move over. Doggle Tree. Okay, cool. 3:30. I'll still be going. Just trying to get people hyped up. Wow, with that play. That play was pretty sweet, wasn't it? They get the positive battle there, though. Oh well. It was still worth it, I think, to play it like that. It was like relatively low risk. I don't think Frostfang Maiden is gonna survive. Yeah, my opponent leveled a bunch of cards. Let's go like this. Though, the only argument to not go like that... Yeah, well, I drew a lot of level 1s. Alright, punished. What was the argument to not go like that? Oh, because my opponent could have the level 2 Nexus Technician now. It's not great either. Actually, that's fine. Those are going to trade in 2. Then what do? I guess I go... Roaming Warclaw. Just put a plant there. And give Wirewood Ranger mobility. So now Wirewood Ranger can take out Technosmith after it pumps Borean Stormweaver here. And then Tigre Nomad can maybe finish off whatever blocks the plant or something weird like that. And yeah, hopefully I can... Alright, well that's just going to trade with whatever then, it doesn't matter. Hopefully I can give some of you newer players some more cards. That's a little bit unfortunate though. Nothing we can do about it now. opponent could pump here, but I don't think I care. Let's just trade off Flamestroke with it. So this is at 12. We can hit it for 3. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we just make a bigger creature than them, hope they don't draw Shimmerfang Serpent, and let Ursine Strength take care of the rest here. It's not unreasonable, however, this is already a positive battle. Alright, we'll go Venom Fang trade on this, and we'll throw 1 Ursine Strength here. And I guess we'll throw the ping over here. Well, let's see. Right, if I just do that, if I'm going to ping this, do I need to block with Venom Fang? Yeah, I don't think it hurts. Oh, so you know what we do? We put the poison on that. We ping off this. And we strength up. So now this guy's got 7 health still. It'll... I mean, my opponent hit all level 2s, that entire player level, so... We still got a tough road ahead. Roaming Warclaw can trade with this. We can put the plant there. Excuse me, guys. Or we can put the raptor there. Oh, good. Alright, luckily this card scales off into the late game. It's just a 12-16. That's not actually a huge deal. We could put Roaming Warclaw here. This has got 11. It's only going to give +9, +9. +9, +9 is not enough. Well, if that's the case, I think I do like this. I don't really love that play either, but I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of running out of options here. Fangwood Bear plus Ursine Strength is enough to take out Forge Plate Sentry, but I need to draw some level 3 cards and fast. Borean Stormweaver will be able to positive battle this, which I don't love doing with Borean Stormweaver. You know what? At the very least, we've got an opponent right now who is giving us a game. So, hooray for that, right? Yeah, they've leveled up a bunch of cards, and we have not been as fortunate to level up a bunch, but this board isn't that threatening. 16, right? We can go Zephyr Mage, Dog, Ping, Automaton, and that'll trade off with these two. Then we can give Dog mobility, move over. Oh no, it'll only be 3 mobility. Ferocious Roar 3? Out of nowhere? I'm at 15. Alright, I lose the game. Yeah, this was really close. I can kill this, but then I take lethal. My opponent has a level 3 Ferocious Roar. Yeah, this was just unlucky. Nothing we can do about it. I guess I will survive for a turn, and we'll let my opponent do some shenanigans over here. There's the Borean Stormweaver. There she is, just 10 turns too late. There's the Call the Lightning, too. Alright, let's forfeit this one. Yeah, my opponent hit all their level 2s on rank 2, and leveled up their whole deck. They may have leveled like 4 or 5 additional cards, so they pretty much have their whole level deck. Like, we saw the level 3 Ferocious Roar, the level 2 Munitions Drone. All those cards that they were playing, we never even saw the level 1 versions of. So let's, you know what? Before we... Alright, well, game's starting.
So let's start it up. Nexus Overwatch we have as an answer for... Or I'm sorry, Venom Fang we have as an answer for the Overwatch. Other way around. Leveling a Volcanic Giant. This deck kind of wants some open lanes. So... I think we will simply make some room here. Let's go to Positive Battle. Then we get to Stormweaver, Wirewood Ranger. Well, this isn't an aggressive start, but we've drawn pretty good cards. I do actually like Stegodon in this deck because we have double Ursine strength. Alright, they're going to give us a trade with the Stoneback. That's pretty reasonable too, because that means Stoneback will not be a menace upon us. And then will they overwrite and Positive Battle? They will do just that. I can finish it off with Borean Stormweaver. And we're cooking. We're cooking here. Four, 6, and a 5-4 against my opponent's 3-2. Obviously, those aren't the actual numbers that we care about here. We do have Ferocious Roar if we wanted to play that, as well as Zephyr Mage, Flamestoke Shaman. Yeah, I think Ferocious Roar might come up here, because Ferocious Roar changes that from a negative battle to a... Oh, God. Loyal Strategist. Well, we did say it was going to be easy to win the draft here. I can still Positive Battle this. And I think I like it. My question is, what's my other play? And I think it's Flamestoke. Yeah, I'm going to go Flamestoke. Ferocious Roar. We're going to save this, and we're going to finish this guy off. We got the Flamestoke, and an Asurian Mystic, or a Torrent Soldier, or I can just stoke it up. Still no Razortooth Stalker, though. Still no Stalker, kind of unlucky. Alright, they're going to trade off a Loyal Strategist with that, which is fine. It means they're just going to have to do a natural trade here and here. Alright, Cyclone Rider. That's a pretty good sign. This card is absolutely horrible. It means that they're not even going to be able to trade with this. Yeah, I don't think that works how my opponent wants it to. Can't imagine it does, because this card is just that bad. We get to pump up Asurian Mystic with Wirewood Ranger. And then what do we want to level? I guess we'll level a Torrent Soldier because we have to trade something off with the Cyclone Rider. I have not actually played in any Elite drafts. I'm sure I have before at one point. And we did just have an Elite draft and I didn't do it because the alt arts, I think, weren't that great. But I don't really know what alt arts I'm saving my tickets for. So next Elite draft I will probably just do it. Though, I mean, this one was pretty bad. It was just because some of the alt arts are legends and some of them are heroics. So, but maybe the draft ones, they make heroics. That would also make sense. It's not really even that much of a challenge. I mean, it's a better caliber of players, but it's players that don't always... Alright, there you go. That's going to trade. But then this is going to hit them for a bunch of damage, and we'll give it +5/+5. And these numbers line up too well to not do. We've got a pretty big monster smashing in on our opponent over there, though. So, Elite drafts used to be interesting when the regular drafts were just 4 rounds. Ooh, that is just enough, isn't it? Damn, they caught me. They caught me. Alright. And will Ferocious Roar save our Steg? If it does, I'm going to play it.
It'll turn it into a positive battle. That seems fine. We already played the Ferocious Roar, so might as well keep playing it. The next level is pretty good. It's this +5/+5 in Breakthrough. Yeah. Torrent Soldier, Borean Stormweaver, both pretty good cards. Both pretty good cards to Wirewood Ranger. Alright, that is going to be a negative battle, and we can Torrent Soldier and block there. Obviously, they have cards that can pump the attack on Torrent Soldier, so we could just dodge. But I like the cards we have in the deck. We've got Venom Fang if things go wrong still. Oh, we also have Torrent Soldier if things go wrong. So, never mind. Let's not pump Torrent Soldier. Let's use the Spore Torrent. This is like the first game we drew Ferocious Roar. So I figured I'm going to start casting it because it's the last game of the draft, and I think I don't know. I'm sure it's not true, but it feels like it's the first time that Ferocious Roar even got drawn. I'm pretty sure I just haven't drawn that card up to this point. Alrighty, they got to trade. Oh. Right. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking about there, but that's fine. I probably could have gotten away with not blocking. Yeah. One time I drew it on the same turn I had lethal, but I went for the lethal play instead of that. And I think that's reasonable. I think that's a reasonable line there, too. So this will go down to 3 health on my turn. Frostfang can move in and devour it. Volcanic Giant dies to Spore Torrent or to Venom Fang, while I also take some more damage. This one's a little bit annoying right now. Just throw a bunch of poison on this thing. And then what? Trade off Tigran Nomad with Volcanic Giant? Yeah, that sounds fine. What's our opponent playing? They're playing Aloyan. Like, I don't want to just have this die to a dog, but at the same time it is the best card to level. I'll just play Tackle Sprout. I don't want to have it die to some dumb ping. The Nomad's actually a better card to level, I think, because there's just more chances for the breakthrough and the higher attack to come up. But yeah, the low toughness means that just dying to a level 1 dog is like kind of something silly. We did brick on this turn again, so it doesn't really matter. We'll draw some good cards eventually. I'd like to... Yeah, it's a trade, so that's fine. And then are they going to trade with Venom Fang, and I'm going to finish it off with Dog? No, they're going to go Ice Shard. I'll Shimmer Fang the Ice Shard, and I guess play Torrent Soldier. Right, this is an 11. Yeah, that's Shimmer Fang. Fodder. Yeah, I wouldn't mind like keeping around some creatures so that our breakthrough is actually kind of reasonable. Looks like we're just going to draw our level 3s and not draw Ferocious Roar. Maybe we draw Ferocious Roar next turn. This is actually a much better order. And then Stegodon Ferocious Roar on the rank up. Not that that will matter too much. Yeah, against a defender creature. My opponent could play something there to make it relevant, I suppose. Yeah, that's kind of relevant. It's gonna die on my turn. It'll get to hit me one more time. Just curious if we want to play Torrent Soldier. Just to not allow War Merchant to activate at all. Nah. It is awkward. Both of my opponent's creatures here are not Stegodon food because they both have Defender. Ranger and Stormweaver just work so well in tandem as well. Alright, that's going to be not enough to finish it off, and that's going to be something that we can ping to finish off. They get to hit us for a little bit more damage here, but it's mostly irrelevant. Yeah, we just ping, finish this off. I'm gonna pump up Razortooth Stalker. And Steg here. I don't love putting Steg here because it's not going to get the rank up trigger right now. I mean, it gets it, but it's an irrelevant one. But you do have to deal with War Merchant eventually, so we'll deal with it now. I guess I could have put Razortooth Stalker there, but Razortooth Stalker will get in and get pumped. They're going to give this a bunch of attack. Which actually makes it kind of reasonable to just trade off with, like, Tangle Sprout or something. See, what if I Ursine Strength? Becomes a 12, 13, becomes a 15. That's a pretty big creature. Oh, I did the math wrong. It's a 14, 15. That's slightly smaller than I wanted it to be. Alright, and Ferocious Roar should seal the deal here alongside Ashurian Mystic, potentially. Alright, so that's going to be mobility, so that it can kill the Razortooth Stalker. And that's going to be a trade. I think the play is still Ashurian Mystic, Ferocious Roar. Oh, we don't even need to make a play. That's all my opponent needed to see. Purez, GG's, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays, everybody. Thank you for watching. And you can find the full game highlights or the full stream, as well as game and draft highlights on my YouTube page, which is a link for that is available in the panels in the description below. Also want to take a minute to do a giveaway here.